Wicked is now out in theaters, in every theaters near you. It is about a green witch. Let's see if I could find one of them. A green witch. You know what? I don't have a picture. I just have a picture of them, of the stars, but not having them actually in their characters. But Wicked is a story about two ladies who are become unlikely friends. We have the good witch called Glinda, played by Ariana Grande. You know Ariana Grande. She is a pop star, a beautiful pop star, wonderful voice. We all, well, I won't say, do we all love her? Most of us love her if we know who she is. We enjoy her. And then we have her friend. They form an unlikely friendship. She forms an unlikely friendship with Elphaba. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Elphaba is played by Cynthia Erivo, and Cynthia is a Broadway star. Now, there have been some things going around about let me show you about their interviews, how they just are always so weepy and tearful and crying and just carrying on their interviews. That's not what we're talking about today, because you know what? Guess what? Cynthia, we've got Cynthia here. Cynthia is a theater kid, okay? She is from Broadway. She's got multiple awards and recognition from Broadway. She is an amazing singer. And if you all know any theater kids, you know they are absolutely dramatic. I had the pleasure and the privilege of substituting for, you all know Dr. D Nice is a whole substitute teacher. Yes, my 500 jobs. I'm a true Jamaican. I'm a substitute teacher, and I substituted a theater class once. Let me tell you, there was this little girl in there. Like, every time you turned around, she was crying. There was nothing happening. I wasn't challenging her as a substitute. They were just sitting there chit-chatting, kikiing as theater people, theater kids, nothing to do, no specific assignment. The teacher didn't leave nothing. And every time you turn around, she was crying about something. She was off to the side. Oh, and then her boyfriend would come and comfort her. And it was just the whole thing. They actually invited me to the theater performance they were having that weekend. What show was it? Mamma Mia? They did Mamma Mia. And she was there again over in the corner, crying. And then her boyfriend came up to her, comforting her. Theater people are just dramatic. And, you know, Ariana Grande, she's not theater, but she's still in that entertainment industry thing. And, you know, they all have that. I don't necessarily want to talk about them crying and weepy and overly emotional. What I do want to talk about is their shocking, absolutely shocking weight. This is Ariana Grande. This is her prior to being in Wicked. Her cheekbones were full. Her collarbone was present. She was a thin girl already, but now she is pale. She looks sullen. Is that the word? She looks ill. You cannot avoid seeing that. In Cynthia, the same for Cynthia. This is Cynthia before she joined Wicked. Her face was full. She wasn't a very big person. These ladies, let me show y'all. These ladies are tiny, tiny people. Listen to her. This is them. She's like 5'1". Both of them are 5'1". They're about the same size, okay? 5'1", tiny people. I'm 5'4", so you know I can talk about them. Like they're like, if I like, this is them beside another girl that I follow on Instagram. You see that? They're not big people, but look at them. Oh my goodness, they look emaciated. They look like they have gone to some sort of concentration torture camp, deprived of food. Is that what making a movie does to you? Let's explore some of the reasons why these young women have decided to starve themselves down to looking unhealthy, and it's being glorified as something beautiful. They have them out there strutting the red carpet in these beautiful fashions and just going around crying and weeping and holding each other's hands while they just look like emaciated skeletons. This is not healthy. And I do understand that, it is. Let's just talk about it. The first point I'd like to bring up is I understand these are characters, and I do notice that Ariana was already a tiny person. Maybe she was a little smaller than Cynthia to begin with, and it feels as if Cynthia has made herself even smaller to fit the size of Ariana. At least that's what I noticed, because I've been following Cynthia for a while. I loved her singing. I don't even know how I happened upon her. I just thought, man, this woman is beautiful. She is unique. And and I was shocked to see her do this to herself, to come to look so. I'm almost out of words. Not out of words. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Then going back, I understand that this is a character. Sometimes, when you're with another person, you want to embrace they're playing this friendship, and now they have to play off of each other. They both become, one loses weight, the other one has to lose weight. The other one gets a new dress, they have to get a new dress. And you see, it's like almost like a weird competition between them. One loses 1 pound. I could one up you and lose 2. Another loses 3 pounds. Oh, I could one up you, lose 5. Before long, you have Skeletor and Skeleta. And they're just walking around making it seem cool and sexy and beautiful and aspirational when it isn't. They look ill. They look underweight. They look malnourished. They do not look healthy. And are they just doing this for shock value? Because as you go around, you see tons of YouTubers like myself having this conversation. Why are these women looking like this? What is going on? Why are there publicists? Why is the producers of the show allowing this? Maybe this is something that they plan to bring attention to the show. I don't know if you all heard the story in the original Wizard of Oz. I believe it's Julie Garland. Is that her name that starred in it? And there's a lot of stories about how she was just drinking soup and smoking cigarettes throughout the whole show. There's barely any food because the studio wanted her to stay super thin. And perhaps they just wanted to reignite that folklore of the show to bring attention to this new version of well, it's not really the new version, this spin-off of the Wizard of Oz, which is called Wicked. It doesn't work. And here's my message for you, all the young ladies that are watching this show. I understand these are stars. They're out there, Ariana Grande, she is just a beautiful star. She is very skilled at singing. She's even a comedian. Did y'all see her on Saturday Night Live? She is so funny. I mean, she had me dying. I didn't expect her to be so funny. She's a singer. She's a comedian. She's an actress. Super talented. Cynthia Erivo. She is a Broadway star, acclaimed, beautiful woman that is accomplished And here they feel the pressure to use thinness as a marketing tool, to use thinness as a way for us to be talking about them. And this is not healthy. I want you young women that are watching me to understand this is not goals. Do not sacrifice your body on the altar of anything. Do everything you can to take care of this one body. The same way that being overweight and obese is bad for your body, the same thing will happen to you to be underweight and malnourished. Don't ever get yourself in a situation where you're sacrificing your health for anything. Bottom line. Let's keep the conversation going on in the comment section below. Let me know your feelings on this in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm here to discuss all pop culture and give my opinion on it, my healthy opinion on it, as well as my years of wisdom as just a woman being on the earth a long time, as well as a physician. I appreciate you all. All right, let's see what's going on in the comment section below. The skinniness makes me think drugs are involved. Me too. Cynthia just keeps looking more and more athletic. Good for her. Oh, well, you know what? I mean, she used to lift a lot of weights. She used to push a lot of iron. I would see her working out on her Instagram. Like I said, I've been following her for a while. Now, I don't know about athletic. She looks like Skeletor. Her cheek. Oh, here's a video of her. Let me see. Here's one of her where she was working out. That was earlier this year in January. I think there were some other pictures I seen of her. Okay, let me see. There's another one. I'm trying to find one where she looked, I mean, she wasn't a big woman to begin with, y'all. She really wasn't. Let me see. All right, here's a picture. This one. She's not a big woman. Do you see that? This is a thin woman. She looked good here. Her face was filled out. Do you see that? Look at that. Her face was full. She's super toned. She was not big, but she ain't have no pounds to lose, is what I'm trying to say. Now she looks like Skeletor. They look horrible. It's unhealthy and it's disgusting. There's no way I'm going to praise this at all. Let me find y'all a picture of this woman. Her cheekbones are like popping out of her face. Oh, Lord. And I have to say it because I don't want her to go out like that. She is too talented and too gifted to fall into this foolishness. Oh, man. Most of these are reels, is why I can't get one with these cheekbones. Here it is. And I understand some of that may be makeup and shading, but it's a hot mess, absolute hot mess. All that is not needed. Anyhow. Well, I told y'all I'm going back to talking about pop culture because I feel that's going to be some of the best ways to drive some of the points home.